Greetings everybody, I am Lobo and welcome to episode 41 of my Minecraft survival series, where today we are starting in this jungle right here, which we found towards the end of last episode, and our goal is to collect some resources to bring back home, such as jungle saplings. That is one thing we need. So I've made this fortune pickaxe right here. Well, not made, I bought this fortune pickaxe from one of our villagers, and it is only fortune 1, but you know, it should help us get a better drop rate from breaking these leaves, getting saplings from these leaves. At least that's the goal, because we really just need enough to get ourselves started, you know? We need enough to plant some trees, grow some more leaves, break them down to get more saplings. But it does not appear that we're getting any drops at all from this. Oh man. Okay, well maybe I spoke a little bit too soon, because we are having much better luck with this brush over here on the jungle floor. We're getting saplings all over the place. So let's see what we're actually collecting. We have oak. Oh man, this is oak. This is jungle. Oh. Okay, well anyway, we need cocoa beans too. Let's go ahead and take some of these. Does fortune work on cocoa beans? I don't know. I don't care. We're just going to get them, because this is all stuff that we can grow on our own. We just need enough to get ourselves started. Something like fortune shears would really be cool. What is that? What are you? Is that? There's a little kitty cat. Hey, little kitty cat, come here. I just want to say hi to you. Hello. I can't see your face. Hello. Goodbye. Now, looking at our shopping list, in addition to jungle saplings and cocoa beans, we're also going to need some melons. Perfect. Perfect. That's awesome. We were just working our way through this. Something else that'd be cool to find that I've never come across before is a jungle temple. So I'm thinking maybe we'll go up here and just see if we can spy one in the distance. And how do you see anything in this? Jeez. Hello, birdie. Hello, green birdie. Hi, I have a bird that looks just like you guys. Wow, hi, 2 of you. Yeah, what do birds like? Birds like seeds, right? Let's go ahead and get some seeds. We'll see if we can win over some new feathered friends. All right, so we got 3. All right, I'm gonna take you home with me, birdie. No? 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 Okay. It's like, my affection isn't that cheap. All right, how about you? You want to be friends with me. The chicken wants to be friends with me. You know what, birds? You're not the only birds in this jungle, birds. All right, let's try this one more time. All right, I got some more seeds for you. Really? Really? Man, I might be getting a bit sidetracked here with the birds. I've gone to a different biome. I'm collecting seeds from all over the place just to see if these birds want to taste of something different. Maybe some variety in their diet would make them more amenable to me, you know? So let's see how you guys like these right here. Come on. Come on. Yes! Yes, perfect. Hello. And you, would you like some as well? Let me get up here. Hello, birdie. Oh, and you are so much easier to get along with. That's awesome. Now, how do I get you guys to come with me? Do you guys just follow? Like, if I go over here, will you guys just follow me? Yes! Look at them flapping their wings. I have bird friends, guys. We have bird friends. This is awesome. This is I'm so excited. This is the first time I've actually come across birds in this game. Okay. And this is how you get them on your shoulder, right? You just run into them. Check me out. I got a bird. I got a bird. Can I get the other one on the other shoulder? Oh, that's awesome. You know, mission accomplished. I am ready to go home now. Oh, they don't like elevation changes. Let's go ahead and sleep through the night before we get attacked. Since I don't want to risk losing these guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and take them back to Luna, and then I'll come back and finish up our little resource gathering mission here. So I'll be back with you guys momentarily. So I've taken the liberty of going ahead and crafting up some name tags to name our parrots who are going to be hanging out over here on the Flying Wolf Man. This is Cho. Hello, Cho. And over here we have Kobo. So we have Cho and Kobo who are going to be hanging out on the Flying Wolf Man, ready to set sail for adventure on the 7 seas. And guys, just make yourself at home. There's plenty of food in the galley if you get hungry. Let me know if you need anything. So I came back here to the jungle with the intention of collecting more resources and trying to find a jungle temple. I got sidetracked with birds again. But no, resource gathering, it's kind of scarce, and the jungle temple is pretty much non-existent, so I think we're about ready to call it here and head back to Luna, and we'll just see if we can kind of cultivate what we have already. Alright, so we're back here, and I just wanted to run some jungle trees through our farm to see if we could increase our sapling supply, but I came over here to check on our birds, and something is bothering me. Do mobs spawn on fence posts? I don't believe they do, but that creeper is definitely over there on a fence post. And I don't know why. Like, this guy right here, I'm not too worried about because that's a full block. He's allowed to spawn up there. That will be gone eventually. But this creeper right here, I did my best to make this area non-spawnable. So I just don't understand. It makes no sense to me why I can't just jump where I intend to jump instead of going for a midnight swim. All right, so we got to figure out where that creeper came from before we bring Billet. Oh, was that you guys? Do you guys make creeper sounds? That's super creepy. I don't like that. Anyway, this is half slab, so he didn't come from right here. So we gotta, I just don't understand. I don't understand where he could have came from. Oh. Yeah. That's, this is full block area, isn't it? Yeah. This right here. This was a major oversight on my part. I was wondering why the birds were continuing to make creeper sounds. I came down here below deck and found this guy. Apparently I am missing spawnable spots all over the place. You need to just go away. And we need to figure out where this guy came from now, because this is definitely just half slabbed all the way down. So I don't, yes I do. That's a full block. When we added that system in, we put full blocks in there. Oh man. Let's go ahead and fix this before we move any further. We'll just put buttons down here so we can kind of... Is there a witch around here now? Are you serious? Where? Is that... Are you guys... Is there a witch? Or are you guys just messing with me now? I don't understand. Is this you? I don't... You guys are really starting to creep me out. All right, there's gotta be, yeah, there's gotta be a witch around here somewhere. Hello, hi, let's not get caught over here while she's throwing potions at us. Oh man, okay, so where did you come from? All right, yeah, this should be non-spawnable, right? This whole thing should be, this should be like all carpets and half slabs. I don't get it. Like, did I really overlook this much when I was building this ship? I mean, this should all be non-spawnable area, right? I mean, even this right here, this is on a half slab level, and then we have stairs. Yeah, I don't understand. Man. Okay, so hopefully we've got that all taken care of now. I went ahead and buttoned everything up, but we'll have to wait until night falls again before we can actually make sure no mobs are spawning over there. In the meantime, though, I just want to take some jungle tree saplings and run them through our farm here to, first of all, make sure this farm works with jungle trees. I hope it should. Sawyer, I'm trying to talk to people here. Could you just quiet it down for a minute? Secondly, we want to see if we get any kind of profit, any kind of profitable return on jungle tree saplings. So I'm going to let this thing run for a little bit, and I'll be back with you guys in just a little bit. Okay, so I've let this thing run for a little while now, just long enough to fill up our system here and let Sawyer blow up a bunch of jungle tree logs. And the thing is, we've only come out with 9 saplings. We started with 8, so we haven't really made any kind of real profit on these, which, you know, means there is, even though we came out slightly ahead, there is a potential to actually lose. So I'm not considering running jungle tree saplings through this farm sustainable in any way that... This is so loud. We need to get out of here so we can actually talk. Okay, that is so much better. So I just want to get ahead on jungle tree saplings. So I think what we're going to do, just to get ourselves ahead a little bit, is head out to our swamp, where I believe leaves grow on trees more abundantly, and we'll try to kind of boost our sapling supply using the extra leaves that we're going to get. Hopefully this works. I just want to get a decent amount of saplings to start with, and then we can kind of do whatever, because I want enough saplings to plant enough trees to get some leaves that we can actually not have despawn or turn into saplings. Like, I want some to use for decoration when we do our landscaping. So I'm gonna go ahead and plant this thing right up here somewhere, and we'll see how many saplings we can actually get from a giant jungle tree. I should have brought some bone meal with me. Okay, so we got our bone meal and we're about ready to head back over here, and that thing grew fast. The problem is though, like, if you look up here, like, you see, like, it's still pretty sparse as far as leaves go. And the thing is, like with jungle trees, I just looked this up. Jungle trees do drop less saplings than other trees. They only have a 2.5% drop rate. So I don't know that we're ever going to be able to really get ahead on leaves at this point. Like we might be sustainable as far as farming the trees go, possibly, but as far as leaves go, we might just have to head out to the jungle whenever we want to collect some to use for landscaping. I don't know, we'll chop this thing down, we'll see what we get, but I don't know, that's kind of disappointing. So far, we've only gotten 2 back, and you know, that's non-profitable. It looks like there might be a third one up there, possibly, waiting to fall down. But yeah, this does not look like it's going to work, so I don't foresee us using a whole lot of jungle wood in building. When we do want to get leaves though, we might just have to take our shears over to the jungle with a clear inventory and just like, just prune the whole place and take it all back with us. Anyway, we have other stuff to do. Let's go ahead and get into our main project in here in the House of Leaves. I need to go ahead and replant this. I just did a collection of everything, so I need to replant this, but what we're going to be working on today is the House of Leaves exterior. You know, I was actually thinking about maybe making an automatic sapling collection system in here. Maybe having like water streams wash everything towards the middle or something. But overall, I don't think that's really necessary because I just did a collection and it wasn't that difficult just to hang around and wait for everything to despawn. So I don't think that's really necessary at this point. Let me just go ahead and finish getting this stuff planted here. And then we'll go topside and kind of discuss what we're going to be doing. All right, so that's all taken care of. We'll go ahead and let this stuff grow. In the meantime, we'll head out here. We need to make sure no villagers can get in here while we're doing stuff. And the first thing we want to do is clear out some space. All of this. Okay, well, we have a problem here. As you can see, the villagers are pretty adamant that I not take down the last remaining villager house. They've kind of all flocked towards it, and they refuse to let me have it. But I promise you guys, there's plenty of other places for you to go, and I will be building more residences for you guys to hang out in and congregate and do all that fun stuff. But I do need to get this thing out of the way. And the thing is, like, I don't want to just take the floor out from beneath them because there's a cave under there. I don't want them all to fall down into the cave. So I'm going to have to do this very gently. I'm kind of curious to see what happens when I remove these last 2 blocks, like if they just disperse or if they just hang out around here in protest. I want to be really careful not to hit them though, because, well, first of all, that's rude. Second of all, the iron golems will come after me if I hurt the villagers at all. Okay, guys, it's gone. I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do about it now. But if you guys want to just disperse, that would be awesome. I feel so bad for this guy. Listen, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry, okay? I'll build you a new house, I promise. Now, something I've been kind of wanting to experiment with, and I think this is the perfect place to do it since we're on the corner right here, is I want to work with a diagonal build. I want to try to build a diagonal structure. So we'll come out from the corner right here. We'll put a block in. That'll be the back of our house. We'll do 1, 2, 3, 4 coming out of each side. So we'll make it 9 wide. 2, 3, 4. And I think we're going to make it kind of a diagonal square to start off with. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get rid of this. 6, 7, 8. Same thing over here. 2, 3, 4, 5. Get rid of you. 6, 7, 8. And we'll do the same thing over here. We'll just bring that over there. So yeah, I've never actually built on diagonals before. Well, not a structure, a full structure on diagonal, but I'm looking forward to it. And I think this will be pretty cool. I'm not saying this is going to be the definite shape of our structure, but this is what we're going to start off with. And I just want to make sure it's going to look right with our roads, because our road's going to run this way. It's going to curve over here and then round the water tower right here, and then head off over that way towards our city entrance. So yeah, I think this is going to work. And you know, we've built a few things diagonally, like our city walls and stuff like that, but never a house or just a building. So I'm looking forward to this. So I'm raising this up right now, and I'm thinking the color palette that we're going to use is the one that we originally had planned to use on our tree farm right there. And we're going to go ahead and make a diagonal box first of all. That's what we're going to do to start off with, since I'm not completely sure how to do this build. We're just gonna get the basics in first. And from there, we'll go ahead and like add some different walls, some different rooms and stuff like that towards the outside to kind of flesh it out a little bit more. Because I kind of want to have straight walls in here too. I want to have diagonal walls. I want to have, you guys getting along over here? I heard you squawk. You okay, Cookie? Okay. Make sure that doggy's being nice to you. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and play around with the shape a little bit, and I'll be back with you guys in just a minute. So about half of this house is going to have a second story, and I want that second story to be fairly tall, so we're going to bring the roof up a little bit like that. I'm putting the torches up here just to make sure nothing spawns and drops down on our villagers. We'll keep them safe while we're doing this. But I think this is going to be the shorter side of our house. This is the single story side of our house, and if we come along this way, you can kind of see the second story from the front a little bit better. It's just going to be like this half of the house, and I think we'll go ahead and add our entrance right here in the middle of that. So it's going to be offset towards the side a little bit. And like, this isn't the definite shape of it because this kind of looks weird. It looks like an accordion kind of. So we're going to mess around with it a little bit. Okay, well, I kind of hit a roadblock and I couldn't figure out what to do. And I just was staring at this thing for a while now. So I think what I'm going to do, what usually helps me in these situations is if I just start placing blocks. So right now I'm just going to kind of try to figure out a roof line, and I can guarantee this is all going to get torn down because the shape of this house is going to be different than what it is right now. So that means the roof has to be different. But unless I continue to place blocks, I'm going to just get stuck. So hopefully this gives us something to work off of at least. I don't know. I'm gonna play around with this. I will be back shortly. Okay, so we're kind of learning how to work on diagonals here. And one thing I've kind of realized is that we have to actually bring the roof out instead of having it go in. Because if it goes in like this, it's gonna start looking odd if we hug the wall with the roof line. So what we have to do is we have to continue to bring it out, and that means the top of this structure is going to stick out further than the bottom of it. And I think that's the only way it can really look right is if we continue to do that. We're learning, you know? Yes, I am still messing with the roof that I told you we are going to end up tearing down. But I just want to kind of come up with a strategy to do this for when we do actually build the real roof. I just want to kind of figure this out. And I think we're getting better. We are definitely getting better. That's much improved over the last time we looked at this. Okay, so we said we might want to go ahead and bring the top of the house out further than the bottom of the house because that's the natural shape our roof is giving us, this particular roof we decided to work with. So I think we're going to go ahead and just kind of fill this area in a little bit. And that's also going to have the benefit of getting rid of this accordion look. Like, we just need to figure out like how it's going to actually look best and how far down we want to actually bring it. So I don't know, maybe we can do a little bit more, come down a little bit more. And do we want to do these sides? I don't know. I don't know if we want to do that. Let's just have a look and see what we've got so far. Yeah, I mean, that's helping. It's helping. Okay, so we're chipping away at this thing. We're making small corrections here and there. And I think this is definitely helping. It's gradually coming together, but keep in mind, it doesn't have to be perfect now because we're going to add more to it. It doesn't have to be perfect ever, really. But right now, it's definitely helping me visualize what this thing should ultimately look like. So when I'm stuck building, and this isn't specifically advice for you guys, it's just letting you know what I do. When I'm stuck building, sometimes I just have to get a rough full structure in here. So like we have our roof kind of in here. It's very rough, but it is in there and it's more or less a full structure. It's not a structure that we're going to keep. It might seem like a waste of time that we spent so much time working on this thing, but even if we're not going to keep it, at least now we have a base to work on, you know? Now, let's talk about the roof right here. Something I saw that I want to change up when we do the real roof is, if you look over here, it's basically a big blob of spruce. So we need to add an outline to it, like we did over here at the tree farm. The stone outline on the dark oak roof. What we're going to do, I think, is add a dark oak outline on the spruce roof right here to kind of break things up a little bit. And we're going to also break up the sides of this accordion-shaped house by adding some angles in here and just bringing it out, making it look more interesting. We could do the same thing over here as well. Maybe bring this out just a little bit. And maybe right here also. And, you know, doing that, it definitely gives it a more interesting shape overall. One thing I should have given a little consideration to before tearing down our villager wheat farm is what are we going to do for food? another oversight on my part, but if we head out here, you can see that we do have a general shape. Like, this building is shaped kind of the way I want it to be once it's actually built. We have a good outline now, and we used up a lot of unnecessary blocks and stuff like that, but I think overall it was worth it because you guys should not actually be there. You don't need to be there anymore. I can get rid of you, and that was a mistake because that was actually your home. So you can go back here, and I'm sorry about that. But as I was saying, I think it was worth it because now we have a completely different shape to our building, one that I think we could actually make look kind of cool. So you'll see we have to change up a lot, especially around the roof line here. And if we go along this way, you can see some other changes that we've made along the front here. This part's mostly the same, but if we look at the side here, it's straight, and that's going to be a big change, especially along the roof line. The same thing with the back over here. This is also going to be straight. So we'll be working with diagonals and straights in this build, which is going to be fairly interesting, I hope. But this was the hard part, and the hard part is now done. And the rest of this is just going to be working in details, making it look all pretty. So I think what we're going to do is go ahead and put on some music and go ahead and take care of that. I almost hit you. I did not mean to do that. Just, we're cool, right? Okay, so we're adding a little bit of shrubbery to the surroundings just to pretty it up a little bit, but I think it's ready to present to you guys now. And how I want to do this is I want to do the reveal as it would be revealed is if you're walking to it from the city entrance. So the main road is going to, you can kind of see it peeking out over there. That's pretty cool. But the main road is going to kind of curve around this way, around the water tower, and this is going to be the reveal. You'll come around the corner, and bam, there it is. And that's why I wanted to add this little section to it, because that's what you want to think about. When is the first time somebody's going to see your building? It's going to be when they're walking up to it along the path that you've made, and so that's how you want to reveal it. You just wanted to hit them, right? Now, if we come at it from the other way, from the smaller pathway that kind of goes in front of the manager's house of the enchanted pickaxe, if we come at it from this way, the reveal is not as big, but it does lead you directly to the entrance to this building, which I think actually looks pretty cool too. And if we look at it from this way, this is going to be the other way that you can approach from the dock area here. It'll kind of lead you to a profile shot of the building where you can see just how unconventional and weird it is. And it's a weird shaped building, but I do like it very much. I think it's pretty cool looking. And my favorite area, my favorite part of this is actually when we come up through here, like we added a little bit of landscaping in here. It's not completely done yet, but I think this is going to look really cool because this gives you an idea of what, ultimately this whole thing is going to look like. because it's not done yet. It's not a complete area until all that starts coming together, you know? And just having that little backyard there gives us the impression that this is a building unto itself, and it hides the fact that we have a passageway that goes under this and leads us into our manual tree farm, our leaf farm, our vine farm, and all that. You know, it's a little secret area that you can't really tell would be there just by looking at this building from the outside. But if we head in here, you can see that our villagers are, they're kind of claiming this place for themselves. It's not theirs. We do have a pretty spacious interior though, so we can definitely do some work with this. Back here is going to be like what leads us into the actual House of Leaves, the underground portion of it, which is going to be fairly expansive. It's going to span further than this eventually. But we'll eventually work on this whole thing. We'll get the floor in here. We'll get, you know, all the interior built out. We have a balcony over here, which is going to be accessible from the second floor, which I have not actually taken in the view from yet. So let's go ahead and do that together. I mean, there's not going to be too much to see out here yet, but you know, in the end, this is going to be a pretty cool view, I think. But that is all the time Cookie and I have for today. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please feel free to hit that little thumbs up button. That would mean so very, very much to me. And if you want to see more, please consider subscribing. That would be really cool. And that's it. I just want to thank you guys for hanging out with me today. I deeply, deeply appreciate it. And until next time, I am Lobo, and I will see you guys later.